channel. You're watching HQ BMW. Today we got to get some paint sealant put on the Quinn to keep the paint looking fresh. As you can see here, I took the wrap off. It was just a test. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But I just had this extra vinyl. I thought I would test out wrapping what a full panel looks like, and now it's off. But today we are going to seal the car with some Wolfgang Concours metal sealant. I scoured the internet and watched YouTube videos, and there was lots and lots of different products out there that basically would do the same thing. I actually sourced this Wolfgang stuff locally just because with the virus and stuff going on, it's getting really hard to order stuff online, get it shipped here directly. So this was one of the recommended products, and we're going to give this a test today. We are going to actually apply it with the machine. It says to use a finishing pad, which is this red one is a very light finishing pad. So you just take a few small drops, apply it to the pad, do your crisscross pattern as you normally would with any polish or with any machine, and let it dry and then buff it off. So let's do the first panel, and then I'll let you guys see what the results are. It says that it will remove any leftover polish that might be on the car and leave a superior gloss finish. So let's try it out. New product for me. I've never even heard of this stuff before, but it came highly recommended. So let's give it a shot, and what can we lose? Quick side note for those who watched the previous vlog, links above. I was going to put the front bumper on today, but we can't get to the front of the car when I need the car in the air, and when the car is in the air, because of the quick jack moves it forward, it almost touches the front door, so I need to open the big door. It's cold outside. It's still unpleasant here in Calgary, and we're not seeing any sign of spring. So I'm gonna hold off on putting the front bumper on because, like, we know it's like a 20-minute job to put back down. So let's get to sealing this first, and maybe one of the last things we'll do is put the front bumper back on. I have to say, this machine this year has been getting its true workout. This thing is a blessing in disguise. It's definitely saved my arms and my hands from having to do this by hand. If you want to pick one of these up, links in description. And this thing, if you want your paint looking immaculate, I highly recommend getting yourself a machine polisher. Super fantastic product to have. Put a little bit on the pad. Fibre. So far, I'm happy with the results. It leaves a really smooth glass-like finish. Obviously it's already fairly smooth and glass-like finish from the polish. Now it even feels smoother. So let's go down the one side of the car. We'll get that all polished. We're actually going to coat the entire car. Once we get the entire car done, we're going to throw the big wing back on the trunk. There's been a few of you guys already asking where did the big wing go, what happened to the big wing. Don't worry, it's just sitting over there on the bench still. I just had it off so we could polish and correct the paint on the car. The car is all completely sealed. I did the entire car in, I think, maybe half an hour. It goes on really nice with the machine, the Wolfgang Concours metal sealant. Goes on really nice, and it wipes off really nice as well. There's no residue, and I really wish I could portray to you guys on how slick the surface is now. It's incredible. The results are very good from my first dealing of sealant. You may notice that back window, I put the XKGLOW logo on the back of Quinn. Gotta advertise for XKGLOW. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. But now I wanted to get the window decal on before we put the wing on, because once the wing's on, it's gonna make it difficult to actually put that decal on. So let's get the wing over here and we'll start putting it on the car. So a couple things to the big wing that I actually never showed how I installed it because it was a surprise last year. But one of the things that I did for the mounting pads was I actually put a rubber pad on the bottom of each of the plates, just so that it didn't destroy the paint too bad, and it also had a bit of a cushion so that just protecting the trunk. I just taped these in place because when I lift the trunk to hold the wing there, I don't want all these moving around. So just tape them in place. Now we can get the wing, set it on top, and then put the bolts in from underneath. This is kind of tricky to do by yourself. You just got to kind of hold it in position. Find the bolt holes. And get the bolts started. It's easiest to come from the side. That way you're not trying to reach all the way underneath. Wiggle it and get the bolts started. Heaven forbid this falls off and smashes the back window. We do not need that to happen. All tight. Because I never showed the install, when I did it, the holes actually come through two pieces of the trunk, and what I did was I actually routed out the inner metal so that these bolts would sit flush on the trunk lid. Probably not super critical, just I think it finishes it off nicer and it makes the wing sit flatter. The other thing that I did that didn't actually come with this wing is the brackets of the top and the brackets below aren't the same thickness. So I actually went and got some extra stainless washers, and I put one in between these two plates to make the thickness a little more even. And I did that on all of the mounting points, just so now it's uniform, it looks better, and it's just, to me, it's a lot more functional and just is less stress on these plates bending all the way in and distorting. A lot of guys have asked how I actually did that. So these washers did not come with a kit. I did that separately on my own. Now we're going to put the inner liner on the trunk. But a funny story about the inner liner was I had it on top of the X1 on the glass, so it's not going to scratch the paint or anything. But I had it up on the glass, and because I had to move the side skirt extensions over to the bench to make room for the front bumper when it showed up. And I happened to had to go to my doctor's appointment the other day, and just daydreaming, lollygagging, I jumped in the X1, drove down the alley, and I go to turn out of the alley onto the street, and boom, 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 I hear this banging and clanging going on, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? I forgot the inner cover to Quinn's trunk on top of the X1. So, mental note, don't leave stuff on your car if you're going to be daily driving the car, because you forget it there and you drive away. Stupid me, stupid mistake, but at least it didn't get wrecked, it didn't get run over, and I did catch it in time, so that it's safe. But who would have thought? Let's get it installed in the car before I do that again. So you have two T25 bolts that hold the liner in. And then we have a bunch of push pins to insert into each spot. While we are on the topic of push pins, I had a thought. Normally I've installed these side skirt extensions with double-sided tape, and then I put a bolt in the end, both ends. Now, the reason why I haven't screwed the side skirt extensions right up into the side skirts is because you guys will know, if you've been watching the vlog long enough, my air lines for the air suspension run through the side skirts. I don't want to run screws or bolts up through the side skirts and have it risk chafing the line, accidentally puncturing the line. So I had a thought the other night. What if I use these push pins? I can drill the holes and put these in, and they, along with some double-sided tape, should hold these side skirt extensions much better than just the 3M tape. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think that that's a good idea. One thing to remember with putting the liner back on, don't forget your emergency release handle that's in the trunk, just in case you get trapped in the trunk and you need to open it. There we go. It clips into this wire. Pretty simple. Just remember how you took it out and then you'll be done. So now the wing's on, inner liner's in, we're good to go. Hello, did you guys miss the big wing? I know I sure did. I really like the look of the wing on the trunk. It completes the back end of the car. So we're almost done with the back end of the car. Just got to get our air management manifold put back in. If you guys have made it this far in the vlog, I really appreciate you guys. And I have one more question. That sealant, for the professional detailers out there, because the front bumper just got painted, can I apply that sealant to a freshly painted bumper? Or is there a time that I have to wait to install any products? Drop a comment below. Let me know if there's anything I have to wait or can't do with the freshly painted bumper. I've never had a part repainted, so honestly I'm not sure, but if you guys can let me know below, that'd be great. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Just for the record, it's snowing again. April. Spring. Mother Nature, you're drunk.